amana. As-sidq wal amana. These are massive subjects. There's a lot to say about both of these subjects. But I'm going to focus on one aspect of our lives which requires a lot of this. Sidq, when we're talking about sidq and amana, trustworthy and honesty, we can talk about these characteristics with Allah Azza wa Jalla in our dealings with Allah, and in our dealings with people, and our dealings with family, and our dealing with strangers, Muslim, non-Muslim. You can talk about each one of these has its own unique applications of this. One of the things that is most testing when it comes to sidq and amana is the way that we manage our money, because we love money, right? Does everyone here love money? Everyone loves money. ما الدليل والشاهد على ذلك من كلام الله عز وجل وتحبون المال حبا جما. It's something deeply ingrained within our psyche as human beings. We love money, right? وتحبون المال حبا جما. You love money, right? So when it comes to managing our money and sidq and amana, it's not an easy thing, especially when considering getting ahead and getting more money. Sometimes would require a lack of amana and a lack of sidq, lack of trustworthiness, lack of honesty, right? So, because sometimes, and Allah Azza wa Jal has made this as a test for people. Sometimes the door to getting a lot more money would be through the door of haram. هل سألج الحرام وأقترفه في كسب المال? Am I gonna, in my earnings of money, am I gonna go to haram or not? Right? So there was our righteous predecessors, they mentioned in this book the importance of feeding our family from the halal al-tayyib. This is an amana, a trust that Allah put on our shoulders, that I don't put in my child's tummy except that which is pure halal. As they mention in the books, كانت الزوجة الصالحة من السلف الصالح تقول لزوجها إذا خرج إلى عمله اتق الله ولا تطعمنا من حرام فإنا نصبر على الجوع ولا نصبر على النار. Right? The advice that family would give each other: be mindful of Allah and don't bring back haram money. We don't want haram money in our homes. Why? Because we can be patient with hunger, but we will not be patient with the fire of hell. Bringing haram money takes away the barakah from the home, even takes away from the barakah in the raising of our children. That which is haram has its effects on the body, physically and spiritually. This is why the Prophet ﷺ said in the hadith, ثم ذكر الرجل يطيل السفر أشعث أغبر يمد يديه إلى السماء يقول يا رب يا رب ومطعمه حرام ومشربه حرام وملبسه حرام وغذي بالحرام فأنى يستجاب له. Prophet ﷺ said, this body that's been nourished by haram, by drinking, eating, by the clothing that's being worn, all of it is from haram. How on earth is my dua going to be answered if everything about me is nourished by مما حرم الله عز وجل? فيس أطب مطعمك تستجب دعوتك. Make sure that whatever you consume, your consumption is halal tayyib. Then in that case your prayer will be answered. This is a point of sidq. There's a point of amana too. Sidq ma'Allah, that I only earn that which is halal, even if it's going to get me less money, right? So that's why the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-kadhibu munfiqatun lis-sil'a mumhiqa lil-baraka. When you lie and you're a good salesman, quote unquote, you're going to be able to sell a lot of stuff. But guess what? No barakah whatsoever. Al-bayyani bil-khiyari ma lam yaftariqa. Hadith Prophet ﷺ says that when people are buying and selling, they have the option to walk away from it. But then the Prophet ﷺ clarifies, فَإِن صَدَقَا وَبَيَّنَا بُورِكَ لَهُمَا فِي بَيْعِهِمَا وَإِن كَذَبَا وَكَتَمَا مُحِقَتْ بَرَكَةُ بَيْعِهِمَا. If they're honest, then you'll find barakah. If they lie, no barakah whatsoever. Right? So this is a hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about our earnings. So what I nourish my children with should matter to me, because it's one of the signs of the hour that there will be no more amana. يأتي على الناس زمان. There will come a time upon people لا تكاد تجد رجلا أمينا. You will find a time it'll be difficult to find a single person who's trustworthy. حتى يقال إن في بني فلان رجل أمين. In such and such area, yeah, you want to fix your car? Go to this city on that street, you'll find someone who's trustworthy. You want to get this done or that done? Yeah, go here. And you'll find someone who won't cheat you, right? Unfortunately, business has become all about the bottom line. And when there's no akhlaq in business, then it becomes about the bottom line. How much am I profiting? How much money am I making? But we learn that the Muslim doesn't operate in this way. That's why man aqala musliman, we have this chapter in fiqh al-mu'amalat, the chapter of iqala, rescinding a sale. I just sold something, right? Got it off my hands. Now someone bought it and regrets buying it and realized he made a bad decision. Now he comes back to the seller. Seller, no akhlaq, no deen. Not my problem, your problem. You deal with it. Deen, akhlaq, man aqala musliman aqala Allahu athratahu. Whoever rescinds the sale of a regretful buyer. This is a chapter in fiqh. Whoever rescinds the sale of a regretful buyer, Allah Azza wa Jal will overlook his flaws. This is how the Muslim perceives it. Right? The Muslim perceives it's not looking at the bottom line. Well, there's no trustworthiness or no amana in this case. No. I'm looking for barakah. Whether that makes me a lot of money or a little bit of money. That's why لا يبيع بعضكم على بيع بعض. The Muslim doesn't operate in an opportunistic way. I have a way to make more, even if it's at the expense of my brother who works in the same field or in the same businesses. I'm not going to do it. Why? لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم نهى عن هذا. لا يبيع بعضكم على بيع بعض. We need these akhlaq in every aspect of our lives. Money is one of the most difficult aspects, especially right now. We're dealing with a marketplace that is full of riba, right? Full of riba. You want to go down the path of riba, you can make exponentially amount more money than someone who tries to stick with al-halal al-tayyib. It's difficult. It's not easy. You see other people go, and then the shaitan comes to you and says, you'll cleanse it. I'm going to give sadaqat and I'm going to purify my wealth. It's okay. If I make a lot of money, that means I could help a lot more people, right? That this is satanic logic, right? لِأُحَلِّلَ لِنَفْسِي مَا حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ عَزَّ وَجَلَ, right? I'm going to make a lot of money and I'm going to give sadaqah, so it's going to somehow be all halal. The Prophet ﷺ said, يَا مَعْشَرَ التُّجَّارِ إن التجار يبعثون يوم القيامة فجارا إلا من اتقى الله وبر وصدق. Prophet ﷺ said, on the day of judgment, the people of tijara will be resurrected with the fujjar, the rebellious ones, those distant from Allah Azza wa Jal. What? Except those who had taqwa, those who are truly benevolent, and those who are truly honest. And again, you only truly know somebody when you have tested them with wealth, with money, how they manage money. This is actually one of the ways to get to know them. The other way, travel with them. Another way, musahara, right? We become related to them through marriage. And sometimes it's a ni'mah, and sometimes it's a niqmah. I wish I never knew this person, right? I wish this person never walked into my life, right? So this happens a lot. That's why, the Prophet ﷺ, by the way, he had a business partner. His name was Sayyidina As-Sa'ib. And Nabi ﷺ كان يعتز بشهادة السائب للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Prophet ﷺ would take honor in the testimony of this companion. Why? Why? Because there was partnerships. And if someone is able to succeed in a partnership and remain a good moral person, this shows that the insan ذو خلق عال رفيع. ذو خلق عال رفيع. This is a person of high esteemed character. If he's able to be a partner with another person and no fights, no courts, no subab, no fusuq for years on end. This is a big shahada. So the hadith mentions عن السائب قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كنت شريكي في الجاهلية فكنت يعني عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم خير شريك كنت لا تداريني وكنت لا تماريني. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, and when Sayyidina Sa'ib would walk in, people would praise Sayyidina Sa'ib. He was a good person. He was a good companion. And the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم would say, أنا أعلمكم به. I know Sayyidina Sa'ib more than any of you. So he said about the Prophet ﷺ as a business partner, you are the best partner. All right? You would not be someone of mudara. You are not fake. You are not fraudulent. You are very sincere and genuine. كنت لا تداريني وكنت لا تماريني. You are not a person of argumentation and jidal and fights and problems and so on and so forth. نسأل الله السلامة والعافية. صدق and amana are beautiful things when they find their ways to every aspect of our lives. نسأل الله عز وجل أن يجعلنا من أهل الصدق والأمانة. I do need to say something to you. We got some requests from some people about the timing for Isha and Taraweeh. I'll mention this again after Salah for those who come late. But there's over there a QR code that says Taraweeh survey. And it's going to show again on the screen on the top once the live stream stops. You could scan it and you can just put, you want to keep it 8:30, you want to keep it at 9 o'clock, or you want to make it 8:30. Some people requested to make it earlier so that they can leave earlier. Just put us your opinion so that we can make the best decision. And I'll ask by a show of hands after Isha too, just for the people who are not digitally literate. Is that what it is? For those who aren't digitally literate and you don't know what a QR code is, then inshallah I will ask by show of hands as well. But please scan the QR code just so that we have the numbers saved by us in the masjid. That way, when someone says, why'd you guys change it? It's not fair. We can tell them, oh, well, no, 200 people said that they wanted 8:30. All right? Inshallah, tonight is Tuesday. And as you know, every Saturday, Tuesday, we have an opportunity to support your ICPC. Tonight we have the cause of the security for the masjid, keeping the masjid safe, and the fire alarms and the fire systems, and also the security officers and the police officers that we have on to keep everything flowing for the masjid. Jazakumullah khair. We're going to have the iqamah now. That'll be at halftime inshallah. So please be ready to give and support your masjid. Jazakumullah khair. We'll have the iqamah now and Salat al-Isha.